Hey guys, it's Juliana from Swissbeatbox. I hope you're doing good because today we're finally coming with a video about the wildcards. Please stay tuned and watch this video till the end. I hope you're ready, I hope you're hyped, I hope you're prepared. We are finally starting our wildcard competition. It's 1st of January, New Year 2023, and you already know about GBB happening in Tokyo on the 18th, 19th, 20th and 21st of October, with 7 to Smoke and After Party happening on the 22nd of October 2023. The purpose of these videos is to help you go through the process of wildcard submission. We want to give you the easiest path possible and as well bring the best quality possible as well when it comes to wildcard competition. So please stay tuned, please watch all our series about how to submit your wildcards because we're gonna be having, for each category, we're gonna have separate video recorded. Maybe it's not gonna be that much going into deep the rules, but please remember it is extremely important for you to read the whole document about wildcard rules. You can find the link below in the description of the video. Do not hesitate. Please remember you only have one shot to send your wildcard. There is no second rounds when it comes for trying. So please remember, one shot, read the rules, and I hope those videos will help you in the process. Let's go. So let's quickly speak about the video. It is extremely important that your video is recorded in a well-lighted area because we want to see your face, we want to see everything that you're doing. It is really important that we see your identity. So you need to be clearly visible on the camera, you cannot wear any masks, or you cannot use any effects that will be covering your face or mouth. No lip syncing or other video techniques are allowed. Every wildcard for every category must be live filmed and recorded at the same time. So please remember about that. It is super cool to have nice videos with super effects, but we care the most about the beatboxing itself. When it comes for the loop station, you must be able to see the full setup in the video. If you are recording using a portable recorder, such as for example Zoom, the device must be visible in the video. This is to prove that you are not doing a multi-channel recording. Another thing is you must include a raw file of the camera, including camera audio, to prove that this is not a lip sync. So whenever you're gonna send us the mastered video, remember you will have to attach 2 raw files. I'm gonna speak a little bit more about the audio in the further process, but please remember about that. In case there is an issue with the size of your file, do not worry about that because the quality can be downgraded to make the size of the file a little bit smaller as long as it is watchable and there is no editing happening. Please remember about the light. Light is extremely important. If you don't have a way to use a professional lighting, do not worry about this. Just use, for example, daylight. Do not record in the night. We really want to see your face. And now we're going to speak about audio. Please try and record in a low noise environment. The cleaner, the better. We want to hear your routines in the best environment possible. Another point about audio is that any recording method is allowed for the wildcard. That is to say, you can use anything from a smartphone camera to a professional setup with a separate microphone and camera. The only thing is the recording must be a raw direct recording. That is, you cannot run it through outboard gear before it is recorded in the software, such as hardware, compression or EQ, etc., etc. You may process your audio recording with basic dynamic, which means, for example, compression, EQ plugins and reverb. This must be done in post. The recording itself must be raw. Automated processing, such as EQing and compressing the kick and snare differently, is not allowed. The entire recording must be processed the same. Also, distortion, delay, or any other time-based or frequency distortion effects are strictly forbidden, as these alter the integrity of your audio recordings. These things will be strictly monitored, so if you try and use any illegal processing methods without telling us, we will find out and you will be disqualified from the wildcard competition, and we do not want that. So please remember about that. If you have doubts, you can always reach us at support@swissbeatbox.com and we will answer all your questions. When it comes about raw materials, you must submit a copy of the raw audio and the raw video with camera audio included. When you submit your wildcard for loop station, producer category, tag team, and crew, you must also submit a screen capture of your recording taking place, if recording using a computer or laptop. This is to check for cheating and for integrity of the application. If the original raw audio, screen capture, raw video is not present when you submit your wildcard, your application will not be accepted. Just to sum up a little bit, because I know that this video already will be a little bit long, we would like to point out several points about we would like you to focus on. But please still remember about reading the rules. Again, down below in the video, link is available for you. Timing. The video must be within the timeline given for that category. If it is not, for every second you are over the time limit, you will be dropped by 1 rank in the final ranking. This means if you rank overall 3rd in the final ranking and you are 3 seconds over time, you will be dropped to the 6th place. So please do not exceed the time. Wildcards can be only registered once. If you have uploaded a wildcard earlier in the registration window and then decide later that you want to upload a new one, this new wildcard will not be accepted. Instead, we will be judging the old one. If you delete your original upload and try to replace it with a new one, you will forfeit your wildcard and not be accepted into the competition. This is to avoid confusion in the registration and judging process that happened at GBB23, where wildcards were replaced with newer versions that were not registered correctly, and some people wildcards were not judged at all. So, make sure that the wildcard you upload is your final version, as you will not be able to edit or re-upload it later. If you've read the rules and regulations of the wildcard submission, you could notice that there will be a small change. And by that, I mean there will be 2 rounds of wildcard competition for the solo and loop station categories. After the first round of wildcard submission is over, the judges will create their rankings as per usual, giving us an overall ranking. From this ranking, the top 25 for solo and top 15 for loop station will be picked to go into a 2nd round wildcard competition, where they will have 2 weeks to upload a 2nd wildcard. Then the judges will again create their ranks as per usual from these top 25 and 15 wildcards respectively, giving us a 2nd ranking. After this, the average rankings from both rounds will be combined, meaning that both rounds are weighted at 50% for your final score to give you a final top 25 for solo and top 15 for loop. From this, we will have our final wildcard winners, top 11 in solo and top 7 in loop. I hope you're still with me, because we are nearly done, but there comes a really important matter when it comes for procedure of upload. Please make sure, again, read all the rules and regulations that apply to your application, both general and for the category you are applying for, before you record your wildcard. Upload your final process video submission on your YouTube channel. It is extremely important that you make sure that the privacy setting out of the upload is set to public. Private videos will not be accepted. Fill out the application form and submit the link of the wildcard YouTube upload. You can find the link here on the screen and as well in the description of the video. In the form we are speaking about, you will be able to read the rules as well as the agreement and code of conduct and privacy policy. Please remember that it is obligatory for you to read the rules, accept them, and know your rights, and as well remember what is applicable for you as a participant. If you're uncertain of any procedures, rules, or regulations for your wildcard submission, please don't hesitate to reach out to us by emailing at support@swissbeatbox.com, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. It is essential that you follow all the rules and regulations for submissions before the final deadline. It is extremely important you do not forget about any of those, because then it means that your wildcard application will not be considered into the competition. So, please remember to send us your raw audio recording of your wildcard, raw camera file of your wildcard, screen capture file of your recording, if applicable, of course. And remember to read the rules, privacy policy, and contract. Everything is available there. You will have hyperlinks attached to the form, so please read it carefully. When it comes for minors, please remember it's extremely important you need your guardian's consent. Everything is written down in the form, links are there. I hope you're ready because, well, it's finally this time of the year. We are already preparing for GBB23 in Tokyo. We are waiting for you. We're waiting for your wildcards because there's going to be happening so much hype around it. Please, again, remember, read all the rules, prepare yourself. There's one chance and one chance only to submit your wildcard for the GBB23, and we are waiting for it.